All right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is when you watch this video, just make it apply. This is not this is not going to be a long reading. It's not going to be a long reading at all. Um, this is just a spiritual reading, a spiritual journey reading of where you're at on your spiritual journey. So I'm not going to go over the painted keys or anything like that. Um, in this reading, it's midnight. It's like 12:19. Um, and my phone is at 15%. I don't feel like going upstairs getting my charger. I just got done praying and everything. Going to my altar, and now just wanted to do a reading just to kind of check in people on their spiritual journey. So did I say my spiel? It's late. I'm sleepy, y'all. I'm sleepy on top of that. Oh God. Okay. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is when you watch this video, just make it apply. Remember, this is a general message to only take what resonates. Remember, divination is confirmation, so I should not be telling you something that your spiritual team haven't revealed to you. Make sure, guys, that you are, watching all of the videos from beginning to end. Whether the message is for you, that's the one thing I like about my videos. Whether the message is for you or not, it's a lot of information in there. Messages that you can take with you, as well as learning about the Orishas. I'm kind of, I wish I had enough time to do a full video of the painted keys and everything, because I love teaching people to paint the keys because it tells you more about the Orishas. But this one is just focusing on the spiritual journey. So we're going to see what's in the cards. I already had the cards laid out because I'm trying to speed this thing up. I'm not trying to be up all night. That's what I said before, man. Spirit, and I don't know if it's a test or what. Spirit will wait. Spirit will wait till I'm just like good and ready to just kind of knock out, relax, and stuff like that. And Spirit like, oh, do this for me. I'm like, oh my gosh. Many are called, few are chosen. Many are called, but few actually accept the calling. And the ones that accept the calling is doing overtime because so many people is not walking into their purpose. If everybody walked into their purpose, it will be nice and dandy and people won't be doing overtime. But whenever you have people that's refusing to walk into their purpose, somebody got to pick up that load because, your purpose was meant to bring something to this earth, and especially with all of the wickedness and evilness that we have going on now, is really good that enough people is walking in their purpose and bringing good into this world. I'm gonna give you my regular spiel of, remember, keep in mind that when it comes to, what we should be doing on a daily basis, every single month, I'm gonna keep telling you guys the same thing. Every single month, we should be getting a reading. And outside of a reading, every month we should be getting a cleanse. And outside of the cleanse, if you are working with the Orishas, whether you are initiated or not, whether you have consecrated Orishas or not, if you are tapping into that energy and working with the Orishas at all, you should be giving Ebo. You guys know that I am an advocate for supporting and protecting those that are not initiated by the crazy spiritual people that's saying that the Orishas don't work with you. They do work with you when you are uninitiated. In return, you need to start learning procedure. You need to start learning the things that you are supposed to be doing. So whether you have consecrated Orishas or not, you should be giving Ebo. What is Ebo? Ebo is a ceremonial offering. And so it's not like your typical offerings that you will give. Like, if it's Obatala, you will give Obatala, coconut, pumpkins, white bread, white rice, everything with Obatala is white. Ilegwa, you'll give them candy, you'll give them rum, you'll give them tobacco, apples, bananas, Ogun, you will give, Ogun, you will give him, you will give Ogun nuts. You will give Ogun, you can give Ogun alcohol. You can give Ogun meats. You can give Ogun raw meats. When it comes to Ochosi loves sweets. So you can give Ochosi, like I normally like give Ochosi like a trail mix, because at the end of the day, he's still a hunter. So keep that in mind. Ochosi is the hunter. So, I wouldn't give him sweets like I would give Ilegua, which is being represented as the kid. I wouldn't give Ochosi like candy and stuff like that. I would give him like a trail mix where it got that, candy, but at the same time it still got the nuts and stuff like that, with him being a powerful warrior and with him being a hunter. And so, I mean, I guess I can go over each Orisha, but that's going to make the video longer. But you get what I'm saying. Igbo is different. Whenever you're giving Igbo normally 9 times out of 10, it is animal sacrifice. It is an animal that is giving to the Orisha, and there is special dish to go with it. It kind of reminds you of the Old Testament, where the Old Testament there were burnt offerings, aroma offerings, sin offerings, guilt offerings. There were all of these different types of offerings, and they were ceremonial offerings that it was clear instructions of how to prepare them, where to, put everything on the altar. That's what Igbo is. So if we're working with the Orishas in any type of way, we should be giving Igbo monthly. What is the purpose of Igbo? Igbo, number one, it honors and acknowledges the Orishas. Outside of honoring and acknowledging the Orishas, it brings you blessings, by giving them blessings. Let that not be our intention. Our true intentions should just be honoring and acknowledging the Orishas, but it will bring you blessings. It will help keep your path clear. It will help keep things away from you. It will help, the Orishas coming to you more often, warning you about things. Because the one thing that we never want to get into the routine of doing is prostituting the Orishas. And when I say prostituting the Orishas, I mean only coming to the Orishas when you need something. We should be coming to them, when we need something, but also when things is good and nothing troubling is going on. Let's talk about witchcraft, and then we're going to get in this reading. Because witchcraft is a big thing now. And, it's like, well, why is it a big thing, Rashad? Because you have so many people that's crossing over, leaving religion and going to spirituality. And they're crossing over with a very immature mindset that, the moment somebody do something, instead of handling these problems like we would normally handle it, just typical elementary, talk to the person, try to find resolution, try to, avoid conflict. Instead, people are just like, oh, bitch, I'm going to teach you. I'm going to put you in a mirror box. I'm going to put you in a sour jar. I'm going to bury you in the cemetery. And some of these people are just doing it because, number one, it's immaturity, and they want to exercise and flaunt that new power and authority and power that they have received, but not realizing the laws that when that shit come back to you, I hope you can handle it. That's one of the biggest rules we need to understand. Never send something out that you are not willing to receive yourself, because it always come back. What you put out in the universe, good and bad, it will always come back to you to haunt you or to bring you a blessing. So just please keep that in mind. So many of us have allowed witchcraft to stay on us for so long, which is a bad no-no. And I just want to go over this, and then we'll go in the reading, just to give you more knowledge. I tell you all the time that you have a cleansing, you have a ritual, and you have a ceremony. There's a big difference between the three. Whenever magic is being to you, as long as you are cleansing yourself, and that's the purpose of getting a cleanse. Yes, you can do your own cleanse by using sage and all types of stuff, using the herbs and stuff in your home, but you specifically want to get a cleanse from a priest every month in order to truly protect you. That cleansing is going to protect you. It's going to put like a shield around you, so that if any negative energy is coming in, it won't hit you. It won't, start destroying things. That's the purpose of a cleanse. As long as you cleanse effectively, when magic comes, it won't hurt you. It won't affect you at all. But when we don't cleanse and we have different holes and stuff like that in our homes and in our space, that's when magic is able to come in. And when magic is able to come in, once magic is present, that's when you must do a ritual in order to get rid of it. And the moment magic come in, you'll start having dreams and stuff like that, warning you of it. You'll start seeing things in the house breaking down. You'll start seeing trouble in relationships and stuff like that, beauty being affected. And the whole purpose of this is for you to notice those signs and immediately do a ritual so that you can rid yourself of that negative energy. When you don't rid yourself of that negative energy and that magic has taken root, that's when it takes a full-blown ceremony in order to remove that magic. A ceremony is huge. It takes a lot of time. I know a lot of times people say, well, why is it that the priests, have these prices and stuff like that for their services? Number one, y'all, this stuff takes money. It takes money to get the ingredients and everything that you need to truly be able to remove witchcraft. Like it really do take a lot. I know with every last one of my prices, I used to mark my prices down way low. And I'm like, oh, heck no, I'm not going to keep coming out of pocket, paying for things. And I'm like, every price is not set up to really give me any revenue. I get my money from my main job, which is director of HR. All of my prices is set so that I can have enough money to get the materials and everything that I need. It's not even really paying for my time. So, that's the one thing that I try to make sure that mine always match the materials and everything that is needed in order to do a cleansing, in order to do a ritual, in order to do a ceremony. But that's here nor there. That's not what we're talking about. I just want you to get an understanding of how this process works. So once magic has taken root, that's the one thing that I really want you to focus on, because once magic has taken root, the next step is that magic becomes a stronghold. So when magic take root, you'll notice that your dreams switch. Instead of your dreams warning you that magic is coming, magic is being played out in your dreams. That now you're having sex with somebody, animals are attacking you. Even in real life, that you start having like more insects attacking you and biting you. You wake up with scratches, bumps all around your body, and all of this other stuff. That's when your money get drained, love start running out of your life. And I think the one thing that people don't understand about magic, people can specifically send you magic to attack one area, but once magic has taken root, it's going to every fucking area. Now, when it's still on a level that a ritual will be able to remove it, is if the magic haven't taken root, it will only affect that one specific thing that they sent that magic for. So it will only affect your love. It will only affect your money. And that's why you see some people that they're thriving when it comes to their career, but they suck when it comes to their love life, because the magic was sent to love. But if you allow this thing to take root, not only will it affect your love, now it will affect your money, your peace, your interactions with other people. It will affect everything. That's the whole purpose of not allowing magic to take root. Once it take root, the next step above that is that it becomes a stronghold. The moment it becomes a stronghold, you start seeing that, your mind is, you're always busy, you're always tired, you're always drained, you don't have enough energy for anything. This is when things become a stronghold, that magic is on you, but you just like, I'll do it tomorrow. You keep procrastinating, putting it off. When things become a stronghold, it's literally spirits taking over you. It's like a spirit is attaching to you whenever there's a stronghold. Now you have a spirit that's attached to you. And sometimes instead of thinking with your own mind and your own processes, you're actually thinking in the energy of that spirit. Once you have allowed the stronghold to stay on you, that's when you have full-blown possession. Signs of full-blown possessions, those people that y'all say, oh my gosh, you're fucking crazy, you're losing your mind, those are signs of possession, that pretty soon you're going to be full-blown possessed. And normally once you get to that state, you really don't get the help that you need, because that spirit in you is so powerful now that even when you try to get readings and stuff like that and people tell you what's going on, that spirit will fight you that you won't even get it done. Normally, the only time things get done at that point is if somebody intervene. Like if it's your mother coming now saying, you know what, I'm going to pay for this ritual, or I'm going to pay for this ceremony to free my daughter or to free my son. Normally, that's how it gets done whenever somebody is possessed. Normally, when people are on that track of getting ready to be possessed, that energy is fully overtaking you, normally it takes someone else to intervene in order for you to free yourself. With that out the way, let's get into this reading. You have, as the overall energy, you have starting off with the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles is all about juggling multiple things. Spirit is saying that the person that's supposed to be listening to this video, that you are doing everything in your power to keep yourself busy. You are overworking yourself. You're overdoing things at the home, that you're cleaning, you're doing this, you're doing that. Every time when it's time for you to just sit down and rest, you find something else to do. This is magic being done against you, that it is tiring you out. And I tell people all the time that whenever magic is being done against you, you never want to give in to the magic. Your actions and everything should be opposite. The whole purpose of the magic, that one of the main things that it will do, it will drain you out. And so if the energy is if the energy that's being sent to you is to tire you out and drain you, why also put yourself in a position physically to still continue to drain you even more? And so now you're physically draining yourself, they're spiritually draining you, and now you're out of it. And the one thing about, physical tiredness, you can easily go to sleep and get enough sleep that you can wake up refreshed. When you are spiritually tired and drained, normally it takes a ritual or a ceremony in order for you to break it, so that you can feel regenerated, that you can feel refreshed again. Normally that's just not taken away, that's not recharged because of sleep. You have it paired with the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is all about discernment. It's saying that you need to have discernment in this. Like, you keep trying to be this busybody and you're focusing on all of this stuff and you're neglecting, because that's what this is. You're focusing so much on everything else that you're purposely neglecting yourself, thinking that if you don't focus on it, it's not going to be present. That if you don't believe in it, it's not going to have effect. Baby, you didn't believe in it and you still under a curse. So it's like, clearly that method doesn't work, and it's not even serving your highest good. And so the Nine of Pentacles is telling you, you need to have discernment. Keeping yourself busy and trying to be a busybody is not going to fix this situation, because you have confirmation here with the Eight of Cups, which saying that you're going through a lot of disappointment. And this disappointment is coming from both ways, with the magic that's being projected towards you that's making you tired, as well as you keep being this busybody that's making you tired. So just keep that in mind. The clarifiers is the Hierophant. The Hierophant in this card right now is being seen as a deity. And it's saying the Strength card. It's saying that religion, spirituality, is what's going to end up being your strength in this. Instead of keep trying to find things to be busy, that you're forcing your mind not to think about this, Spirit is saying at this time, pick up meditation, pick up learning how to do simple spell work, pick up things like that and do those things in order to aid you, instead of throwing yourself in every project, every work event, and then it's just tiring you out. And now you're super tired because you're tiring yourself on a physical level as well as a spiritual level. You having a crossing energy is saying that you're completely overburdened with the Ten of Wands. And the clarifier is the Magician. It's saying that you're completely overburdened because of the magic that's being projected towards you. Of course, this is common sense. This is something that's always going to be present, that whenever somebody is doing magic against you, it do feel like you are carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. That some of you are getting up with a lot of pain in the shoulder areas, and that's letting you know that you're carrying things that you're not supposed to be carrying, because these energies and these spirits that's on you is not your energy. Somebody is adding this into your life. So be careful. you have as the crowning energy, you have the Queen of Swords. I love the Queen of Swords because even though it's a female, God is not female nor male. God is everything. And so, to me, this remind me of the song when it said that the Lord, that he got off his throne and he used the clouds as his chariot and, came down in order to rescue you. I love that Psalms. And the Queen of Swords here is saying that God is getting ready to make an unbiased decision. And the unbiased decision is you have the Death card, that God is getting ready to put an end to all of this. But keep in mind, I know we love to hear good messages and we like, yes, 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 God is hearing me. Remember, just because it's saying that God is getting ready to put an end to this, it doesn't mean that you need to stop doing what it is that you're supposed to be doing. You still need to do your work of what it is that you need to do. So don't think that just because it's saying that God is getting ready to put an end to this, that you don't have anything to do. Faith without works is dead. If you choose that you're not going to do anything and you're going to continue staying busy and throwing yourself in all of this other stuff, and you're not getting the rituals and the ceremonies and the cleansings that you need in order to completely remove this stuff from you, you're going to end up going into a cycle that every month you're going to keep hearing readings telling you that, oh, God is going to deliver you. God is going to deliver you. And you're always hearing but never experiencing. You're always listening, but you're never walking into the promise. Because even though God is speaking to you and is saying, I'm going to put an end to this, God did his part and he's waiting on you to do yours. So there's still a part that you must do. But the biggest thing in this, the biggest hurdle, is the challenge position, which is the Eight of Swords in reverse. The Eight of Swords in reverse, it talks about disbelief. So whenever the Eight of Swords is in the upright, it's saying that somebody is trying to imprison you. When it's in reverse, it's saying that really nobody is imprisoning you but yourself. It's your beliefs that is imprisoning you at this point. You're overworking, you're throwing yourself in so much stuff that you're not focusing on the problem and you're not confronting this storm head on. White Candle, Psalms 2. It's all about confronting your storms. And it's saying that you're not confronting your storms. You're just, it's just like whatever the way the wind blow. You really need to do something, like I said, instead of throwing yourself in work and stuff like that. This will be a good time for you to truly be able to start going into like meditation and things like that. You have the clarifier as the Devil card. The Devil card is saying this is the reason why you're bound. You're bound because of your disbelief. You got to be able to find an inner strength and start tapping into your spirit. You have the angel number 101, and it talks about starting over. It's saying happiness is linked to self-expression, growth, and experience. Learning from failure is key. Happiness is real, possible, and around. Understand its process and the pursuit of it. Joy is fluid. It's in the little things and the big ones. Failures are fun. Start fresh. Some of you are throwing yourself into this busyness because you don't want to deal with the fact that you have to start over. That, you're still holding on to the hopes of somebody coming back and, being different and rescuing you. Even if the card says that somebody is coming back, you never know when they're going to come back because it's the exact same thing, like what I said earlier. The cards can say all day that God is getting ready to deliver you, but if you don't do the work that is necessary, you're going to notice that it's going to keep coming up every month, but you're never receiving because you didn't do your part. It's the same way with reconciliation. It can say all day that somebody is getting ready to come back, but if God is going to put somebody back with you, God is only going to put that person back with you once they have actually learned their lesson. If they haven't learned their lesson, it's going to create a delay. And every single month you will always hear, but you won't experience. And it's not of your own fault, but it's because the other person is refusing to grow and they're refusing to change their ways. And so normally God will give that person enough time. And once that person refuses to receive, that's when God will just bring you somebody completely different. You have the Wisdom card saying, clear your mental and physical clutter. You will feel so much better. Once again, somebody is really throwing themselves in every project that they could find. That You're throwing yourself in all these things thinking that, if I throw myself into all this stuff, I don't have to focus on the problem at hand, but you still do, because it's still destroying things in your life. Just because we close our eyes to it, it doesn't mean when we open our eyes that it's still not going to be present and right in front of us. We need to do what we're supposed to do. I'm sorry that I didn't add the painted keys and stuff like that. Brother is tired, y'all. I'm tired. Make sure that you support my channel. There's so many ways you can support my channel. You can go to my Cash App and donate money. You can like, share, subscribe, so that we can push these messages further, so the collective will be able to get the messages that Spirit want them to have. We'll end with a prayer. Thank you, Goon. Thank you, Spirit Guys. Thank you, Ancestors. Thank you, Sarah Bonda. Thank you, Risha. Thank you, Yeshua. Thank you, Ola Dumaray. Thank you, Ola Room. Thank you, Ola Fee. Continue to bless us all, keeping us safe, watching over us, and allow nothing but blessings to flow into our lives, and give us the energy in order to remove this negative energy and to start doing the things that we need to do on our paths in order to stay blessed. Stay blessed, everybody. I'm about to get some sleep. I got to get up in the morning. There's some things I got to do, but next time I will make this my regular longer reading, that I will add the painted key and everything else. But a brother is tired. All right, everybody, have a good one.